It's 5 p.m.
All right, quiet on the set.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We're live.
Let's start the party.
Broadcasting around the world.
PowerBroadcastLink.com.
This is your number one internet station. The music you love right here, right now.
PowerBroadcastLink.com.
It's another live broadcast. Special edition. Now your hosts, Rob and Jerry.
Hey, well, good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, good evening, whatever it is. It's all good because you guys are here with us and we're here with you on
Polkas After Dark.
On our broadcast link.
With a C.
.com. Also streaming live on Facebook. And YouTube. Yeah. I got you trained pretty well, don't I?
I got all confused.
Oh, no, that's all right. You got all confussed. All confussed. Hey, let's start out our broadcast today with a little bit of a TriCity Drive tune because we're excited. In less than a half an hour, we're going to be talking live with Mr. Tim Okrzesik from Homer Glen, Illinois, a.k.a. down around Chicago. So right now, here's a tune called Sharon, Share Alike.
Sharon.
Hey, coming in a little bit hot today. Thanks for joining us here on Polkas After Dark, the Sunday afternoon edition. That's a little bit of TriCity Drive, a little tune called Sharon, Share-alike, and we are so happy that you guys decided to join us here today because we have a very special guest that we're going to be talking to, and that is Tim Okrzesik from the Chicago, Illinois area. He is the drummer for the TriCity Drive. He also plays sax, he plays clarinet. What else does the guy play? Well, I guess we'll find out a little bit more about that when we talk to him in less than a half an hour. Right now, let's bring up another song. Here's a tune by New Phase, which I believe Timmy is on as well. Here is one called Tonight Makes It One in a Row.
Tequila and toasting to old Mexico, listening to Eddie and Scrubby and feeding that fire down below. It's only been 24 hours since my baby walked out on me. If everything's right, I will make it tonight, 'cause I've got a sure remedy. From sun up to sundown, I'll paint this one horse town. I don't give a damn if anyone knows. I'll party on till the heartache is gone, and tonight makes it one in a row. Gonna be more of the same, dancing on top of the table till I can remember her name. Hey bartender, break out the bottle. I don't need no salt or no lime, just keep 'em on coming till my body's numb and she's no longer here on my mind. Sun up to sundown, I'll paint this one horse town. I don't give a damn if anyone knows. I'll party on till the heartache is gone, and tonight makes it one in a row. From sun up to sundown, I'll paint this one horse town. I don't give a damn if anyone knows. I'll party on till the heartache is gone, and tonight makes it one in a row.
Oh yeah, a little bit of New Phase. Getting things jumping here on a Sunday afternoon. Hey, Jerry, why don't you go ahead and say hello to some of the folks in our chat rooms? And I will go ahead and also acknowledge some of the folks that are just here on the sidelines.
All right. Well, we have Scotch and Donna hanging out with me over on YouTube, as well as a few other lucky souls. We have Chris Curtis over on our broadcast Link with the C, and Donna Zielinski with Teresa and Sarah, and we have Linda P over there.
Linda Petrozeski, okay, and then who do we have over on Facebook?
You have the full list. I don't have those.
I have a couple here. We've got Linda Chipchak Merwin. So her and Marty, and also Mike and Betty, a.k.a. Mom and Dad, they're tuned in. Looks like Helen Gabrock is here as well. Helena, thank you so much for popping in here on a Sunday afternoon. Ken Navarowski, we're going to say hello to Ken. Also Berg, Dave Rosinski Dave Rosansky is here. It looks like, oh gosh, Bobby Saharsky. Rick Beekler over there in Wisconsin. Thank you so much. He is, of course, with the Live Wire Band. He plays bass, does some vocals. And let's see, who else do we have?
We have Sharon Golden.
Sharon Golden, Jeff and Gail Franzak.
Andy Haverlick.
Andy Haverlick. You know, Andy just said, hey, you guys taking the bus to USBA? Yes, Andy, we will pick you up bright and early on Thursday afternoon, so we get out there.
I wish we had a bus.
Yeah, well, hey, you keep playing the lottery, and someday we will.
And we have Michelle Szymanski.
Hey, Michelle.
And Mark Schwoger.
And Mr. Mark Schwoger, musical Mark from the city of North Tonawanda.
We have Jeanette Tonsky.
Jeanette, Polkas 911 over there at the lovely Polish Newcastle Radio. You guys got to check her out.
And we have your brother Tommy Hoke.
Brother Tommy Hoke, Uniontown, PA. We got to get him a Blazonczek tune a little bit later on. It looks like Bob Gabalski is also here. And who else is?
Mike Stupinski stopped in.
Hey, hello, Michael. And a great interview last week. Thanks so much for doing that with us. We had a blast. Also, Erica Belanda McMaster. And Erica, we are remembering Dad today with a couple of songs as well. The late Stash Belanda. What a great guy he was. Again, taken from us way too soon. Great musical talent. But right now, let's go ahead and bring up another song up here by the TriCity. I'm sorry. Nope. I have Jerry Tarka's band. Jerry Tarka and the Midwest Sound. Here's one called The Alphabet Song.
We have loved. Here's to ones we won't forget. Here's to the girls that we've met from east to west. Here's to the girls on our polka alphabet. First came Anna and Beth, then along came my Camille. Daniel did me dingus there, then Franja rang my bell. There's Gina, Helen, Irene, Julie, Karen, Laura too. All these names make up the alphabet of girls who loved us too. Here's to the girls we have loved. Here's to ones we won't forget. Here's to the girls that we've met from east to west. Here's to the girls on our polka alphabet. And then Michelle met Nina, oh what else can I say? Penny popped the question and then Robin made my day. There's Sally, Teresa, you know who. Valerie, Vanja kissed me too. Last but not least, Zosha sure knew what to do. We're starting at A again to make the list anew. And then Michelle met Nina, oh what else can I say? Penny popped the question and then Robin made my day. There's Sally, Teresa, you know who. Valerie, Vanja kissed me too. Last but not least, Zosha sure knew what to do. We're starting at A again to make the list anew. Listen for a second song, cause maybe we missed you. Oh yeah.
Hey, that's a cool song. Jerry Tarka and the Midwest Sound. A little bit of the Alphabet Song. Hey, once again, folks, if you're just joining us, thanks so much for coming in here to Polkas After Dark, our Sunday afternoon edition. We've got some great things in store for you today. And we are going to be speaking live with Mr. Tim Okrzesik in just a little while. Let's see, it is 5:14 Eastern Time right here in the Derby outside of Buffalo, New York area. But it is also cold and snowy. And why? I have no gosh darn idea, because it is March. We are heading into April. I just don't get it. You know what else I don't get?
Me?
Oh, no, I already got you. I'm not worried about that at all.
I meant my sense of humor, but actually you get me just fine.
Okay.
I don't know why I said that.
There you go. Hey, let's go ahead, and we are going to bring up to the stage, as I mentioned just a couple of minutes ago, how about a tune by Stash Belanda and the Average Polka Band, APB. Here's one called Our Merry Polka. Hey, you are tuned to Polkas After Dark on our broadcast link with a C.com. Let's bring up a little tune here by the Brass Works. Here's one called Life of a Drunk.
Nieszczęśliwym moi grzeszniczy, co do mnie do szkół nie szli, pewnie gorzałeczkę pili i mnie także nauczyli. Pewnie gorzałeczkę pili i mnie także nauczyli. Kieliszek do mój braciszek, a flaszeczka moja siostra. Proczka to znów przyjaciolka, pod buzi mi przyniosła. wroczka to znów przyjaciolka, bo do buzi mi przyniosła. Ja dziś niby dość mam pizza, nogi chwieją się łeb kiwa, ale nie chcę być bydlęciem. Dajcie wódki, dajcie piwa, ale nie chcę być bydlęciem. Dajcie wódki, dajcie piwa. A ja też sobie pojadę do piekła na czarnym ośle. To nie nawet stary diabeł, po spirytus mocny pośle. To nie nawet stary diabeł, po spirytus mocny pośle.
Join Rob and Jerry for a Powerhouse Weekend as they interview two of the finest polka personalities in the business. Saturday, April 2nd, live from Nashville, Tennessee. They'll be talking with D.D. O'Grudney. Then, on Sunday, April 3rd, they're proud to present the world-famous Jan Levon. For more details to come, keep tuned to Polkas After Dark, now streaming live on YouTube.
Powerhouse Weekend.
Yeah, that's going to be a really cool weekend. We hope you guys join us. That's next weekend already. Who can believe we're going to be into April already? Hey, we got a song right now. Here is one by Boxon, one called I Want Someone. We're going to send this one out to our gal Gail out in Lancaster, New York. Hey, we want to welcome Dee Dee O'Grudney is in the house.
One
this song sounds a little bit dangerous. Here's a little bit of D Street for you right now. Here's one called 99 Bottles.
I walked into the place so thirsty I was spitting dust. Barkeep asked me what'll it be. I said, what you got? He said, well, let's see. We got Lone Star, PBR, Rolling Rock, Shinerbach, Moose Jewel, Old Gold, Shubres, Edenbach, Cheviet's, Coors Light, of course you got Red Stripe, Amstel, Amsterdam, and the tall can of Kutcha, Miller Lite, Guinness, Pint of Pine Quest, Doppelbock, Lager, take a smaller cause it's going fast. Tisky, Analyte, a line of Kugels. Open up your wallet, no time to be frugal. There's 99 bottles of beer on the wall, 99 bottles of beer. Take one now and pass it around. 98 bottles of beer on the wall. Well, I had a few beers with that Piekowski brothers, and before we knew it, we needed another. So I told the bartender we need more beer. So he thought for a second, said, well, let's see here. We got Rio Grande, River Rock, Tecate with a twist stop, Dos Perros, Dos Equis, root beer if you're driving, Bud Light in a nice red and white koozie, a dozen wheat beers on tap if you choose. He got Heineken, Killian's, Labatt's, and Beck's, Ice Cold Corona with the lines in the necks, Yingling chilling with the old Milwaukee's best, Sam Adams and Bennett, even half of the rest of them. 98 bottles of beer on the wall, 98 bottles of beer. Take one down and pass it around. 97 bottles of beer on the wall. Well, us Polish people really like to drink, so before we knew it, they were out of beer. Aww. So we started with the Cuervo, Bacardi Gold, Margarita, straight tequila, yes, enough conspiratus. Then we wet a whistle with the single malt Scotch, CC, and Jello shot. Captain Morgan poured some more than Polish cherries, Bloody Marys, Blender Bob blended up something scary. Everclear, Absolute, and Amaretto. I don't remember much, but I never will forget those 99 bottles of beer on the wall. 99 bottles of beer. Took them all down, passed them around. No more bottles of beer on the wall. I think I'm buzzed.
Hey, one called 99 Bottles of Beer, and that is D Street, and we are fortunate enough to have one of the guys here from D Street, also the TriCity Drive Band. We are going to be speaking live with Mr. Tim Okrzesik. Tim, are you there?
Yes, I am, Robin.
Hey,
how are you?
I am wonderful. Say hello to Jerry.
Hi, Jerry.
Hi, how are you?
I'm wonderful.
That is great. Thanks for joining us.
Oh, no problem. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Our pleasure.
Hey, you know what, Tim? We usually do not discuss family on the broadcasts. We usually go right for the jugular and ask a whole bunch of questions, but you have a brand new grandchild, do you not?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yes, I do. We're
Now-
both very excited. As a matter of fact, we stopped and saw him this morning.
Oh, you did?
Yes, he's a little bit over 1 month old. He was born on February the 24th.
Oh, great.
9 pounds, 1 ounce.
Oh, beautiful. Big baby. Good.
Yes, yes.
And healthy, 10 fingers, 10 toes, and all that good stuff, right?
Yes, yes, sir. And his name is Benjamin Joseph. Benjamin Joseph. They actually named his middle name in Lithuanian, but I'm not sure how to pronounce it yet.
Oh, okay. So
But
now,
it does mean Joseph. It
So-
does mean Joseph, yes.
so what you're telling me is we now have a Benny O. Is that
Yes,
correct?
we do.
Oh, that's great. Hey, well, listen, as Jerry mentioned, thanks so much for popping in here and spending a half an hour with us, or maybe even a little bit more. But I want to start out by asking you, at what age were you when you first heard a polka song?
Oh, probably, 4 or 5, because my father played back in the early 60s. So, yeah, we went to all his picnics and stuff. So, yeah, I'd have to say probably 5 when I heard a live polka.
And your dad played first, so let me also ask you, what was the name of his band?
He played with a band called the Polkas, and they were from the Chicagoland area, and it was 3 brothers. It was my father, my Uncle Ted, who ran the Windy City Brass for many years, and also my Uncle Joe, who passed away back in 1980, maybe 85. But yeah, so it was 3 brothers and a gentleman by the name of Don Jalowski, who had a band called the Vibra Sounds for many years, which was their drummer back in 1960.
Oh, holy smokes. Now, I know that you play drums. You're an excellent drummer. What else do you play?
Clarinet and Sex, and that's what I recorded with the D Street Band.
Okay. All right. So you're on that entire recording, is that correct? Or did you just... Perfect. And we did play that 99 Bottles. We've got a couple more tunes coming up as well. Hey, what was the first band that you performed in?
Polka-wise?
Yeah. Well, no. Okay, hold on a second. Why? Do you have another genre of music that you're hiding from us?
I actually did. I played in a rock and roll band when I was 16 years old. I was still into polkas, but there wasn't really much going on as far as getting into a polka band. So I had some friends from high school ask me if I was interested, and I did it. I did it for about a year, and then when I was 17, then I started a band with Mr. Jerry Tarka. And the band was called the Midwest Sounds. And if you would like, I could actually name the original 5 members, because you would probably recognize a couple of their names.
Sure, please do.
Okay, so the original members were Jerry Tarka on accordion and left hand, a bass, myself on drums, Danny Matea on Clarinet and Sex, which I'm sure everybody knows from the Downtown Sound, and also the IPA Tribute Band.
Yepper.
Mr. Dan Ludansky, who was also with the Downtown Sound when they were together. And then our concertina player was a gentleman by the name of Rick Sienko, and unfortunately, he passed away a few years ago, but he was an original concertina player. And that was the original Midwest Sounds that I started with.
Okay, now, Rick, I don't know that. I don't recognize that name. Who else did he play with besides Tarka?
I really don't. Yeah, he really didn't play with anybody else. We were his first band as well. I met him through neighbors, and he only lasted in the band about a year, and then he was more into the Slovenian and German style polkas.
Okay. All right, gotcha. And how about some favorite places that you have either visited or played? Do you have any?
Well, my uncle used to own a tavern called the Omen, and that was one of my favorite places to play.
After Hours at the Omen, one of our favorite songs.
Yes, my cousin Johnny wrote that, right? So, yeah, the Omen, and also Club 505 was another favorite place of mine. But I think one of my all-time favorite places is a place that we affectionately called The Farm. And it was called the PACC Farm and Grove of Glenwood, Illinois. And Jerry ran a couple of dance or picnics there a couple times a year. And it was always our band, the Midwest Sounds, along with another Chicago band. The Stash Golonka played there along with us. The Good Times performed there. And even Eddie Blazonczyk and the Versatones played there. So it was an outdoor venue, so it was only ran, 3 or 4 months out of the year.
Sure.
But it was one of my favorite all-time places to play.
Oh, excellent. Now, you mentioned that you played with a rock band, and then you converted over to polkas. What is your personal favorite genre of music that you like to listen to when you're not listening to polkas?
Classic rock.
Oh,
classic rock would probably be the top, because my son Andrew, is very talented, and he doesn't just play polkas. He also plays different genres, and he played in a Rush tribute band and for a while, and I really enjoyed that. So yeah, 80s classic rock.
And also, correct me if I'm wrong, but you also performed with CMA, did you not? Chicago's Milwaukee Avenue?
Yes, I did. That was actually the second band that I played with.
Okay. Give us a little bit of step-by-step as to the first band versus TriCity Drive, because I want to spend a little bit of time talking about Tri-City. You guys are going to be playing out at the USPA convention in Cleveland, Ohio this Memorial Day weekend. Jerry and I are excited to see you guys once again. But tell us a little bit about the progression of bands, who you started with, who you played with, and what led you up to Tri-City.
Well, I think what led to Tri-City, if I can answer that question first, is
Sure.
the fact that I just wanted to play in a band with my sons.
Okay.
And, after D Street, which we did play together, the boys are like, Dad, we want you to play drums. We want you on drums. You're more a drummer than you are a sax player. And it's fun, performing with you that way, but we want you on drums. And that's why we started Tri-City.
Okay.
Now, as far as when I was with the Midwest Sounds, they were turning a lot towards weddings, which was great for the money and stuff like that back then. And we were playing a lot. I mean, we'd do a Friday anniversary, a Saturday wedding, and then playing at 505 on a Sunday. But
Okay.
I just wanted to play more polkas. After I spent some time with the rock band, when I started the band with Jerry Tarka, I wanted it to be primarily a polka band, but it didn't work that way.
Okay.
We started doing, some rock stuff and some older, 50s music and stuff like that. We got a guitar player, and it just not something I wanted to be around anymore. I wanted to play polka, so I started talking to Johnny Kravich, which was the leader of the band at that time, and we started talking, and I said, yeah, I think I want to play more polkas. And he said, yeah, well, our drummer's thinking about leaving, so would you care to join us? And I said, absolutely. So that's how that came to that.
Okay. Excellent. And you've recorded in a couple of different studios, have you not?
I have.
And what studios have you been to? What locations have you been to? And do you have a favorite studio that you've played in?
Man, you're asking me great questions. I just wish I knew the answer. Okay, I did record at Bel Air. I recorded at a studio called ARS, I believe, or ARC. I think it was ARS. It was in Alsip. I think Junior Blazoinchik went there to have some of his CDs mixed. He recorded at Bel Air at his own studio, but he went to this ARS to have it mixed. So I recorded there with the Midwest Sounds. There was a recording studio that I recorded with CMA, but I'm not sure of the name of it.
Okay.
That was a long time ago, Rob, and I was probably 20 years old when I recorded that CD. And I'm now a grandpa, so.
Yeah, well, 34, the years do go by a lot faster than.
And then of course, basements. There wasn't all studios. Now with all the recording equipment coming out, the last few CDs I've been on, I have been in basements.
Yeah. And isn't it amazing that you can do that? A lot of these guys have portable studios as well that they can manipulate the equipment and take it and drop it off and say, okay, guys, go ahead and record. When you're done, we'll come and pick it up. I mean, there's a lot of folks that do that.
Loved it. I loved it with D Street and with Tri-City, because with D Street, when I was doing the sax parts, I'm not a reader on the saxophone. I played everything by ear, so I would have to learn my parts after AJ played them. Mm-hmm. And then I'd be, sitting here at 10 o'clock at night and thinking of my parts, and my son Andrew would go, hey, Dad, come on, let's go downstairs. Let's record some parts now. I'm like, okay. So I'd go down there at 10 o'clock, 10:30. We'd record to maybe 12 or 12:30 because you're not bothering anybody.
Sure.
You got headphones on and stuff like that. But I really enjoyed the time, the convenience of recording it in your house is great.
Sure. Hey, do you have a favorite band that you never performed for, never played in, but it's a band that you always wanted to play in?
Yeah, the band you played in.
Band I played in.
The Dynatones. I would have loved to sit in one time with them and just, the Dynatones of the 90s.
Yeah.
That, for sure.
We had a lot of fun in those years.
I'm sure you did. I mean, I watched polka videos, and that's what it's all about, having fun up there, and you guys sure did.
And we love that Mike Charney is able to show off a lot of those videos on his YouTube site, and of course he shares 2 of them a day on Facebook, so we can't go wrong with that. And it's kind of funny because you're talking about the Dynatones, the one from Seven Springs. That was recorded by Richie Kurgel Jr. and also a gentleman by the name of Scott Lofmark. And those things are getting a lot of hits, which is great. And again, you can go on to Facebook. You usually take a look, like I said, at 2 videos a day, and there's a lot to reminisce about. You've got Wally, Eddie, Lush, Louie. I mean, just amazing. Plus, a lot of the history of local bands down in your area, Pennsylvania, Ohio, Michigan. It's just huge. It really is. Hey, do you
Absolutely. Like I said, when we went to go visit my grandson this morning, my son had polka videos on. We watched Letty Gomolka from 1988 at the IPA convention.
Oh,
so yeah,
wow.
You're right.
Great. And you've grown up in an area that was number 1. Chicago was number 1 for polka music. So you got to see that growing up. You got to see Eddie and Lenny and Little Richard and all the guys perform.
Absolutely. My sons say it all the time that they were born in the wrong era, because, with polkas not being as popular as they were back in the 80s and 90s, right, is, I guess, the nicest way to say it. But, they wish they were born in that era and back then, because they see the videos now and they're amazed at the crowds and the bands and the musicians,
Yeah. Unfortunately, we've lost a lot of the crowds, a lot of the musicians, to health reasons. They're dancing and having a couple of drinks and just having a good time. Do you have a memorable gig that you played at? Something that really sticks out?
Well, I guess the one that sticks out the most, it wasn't with any of the bands that we had talked about so far, but back in 2001, I believe, I was able to work with the Versatones, and unfortunately, it was right after Eddie resigned, after he had the second stroke, I believe it was, and it was time. He just couldn't do it anymore. So it was just Junior, but he asked me to play Holy Toledo Days with him for 2 days, and it's probably one of the best experiences that sticks in my head for sure.
Gotcha. So Holy Toledo, and that's coming up again soon. Are you guys playing Holy? Tell us a little bit about where TriCity is going to be appearing over the next several months.
Well, unfortunately, Robin, we have like 2 jobs booked for this year. I don't know the reason why, and I'm sure COVID had something to do with it. And in Chicago, as you know, was the polka capital, but not so much anymore. So yeah, right now we're really not playing much. We have the bar party for the USPA, and then in August we'll be appearing as one of the bands because they're going to be running a cavalcade of bands for the IPA picnic out in Hammond, Indiana at the Mohawks Club. They did it last year. It was 5 bands, and I believe they're going to be doing the same 5 bands this year.
Oh.
And we'll be one of the bands performing on that. And I believe the date is like August 23rd or something like that. Okay. I'm not sure.
Okay, gotcha. How about...
But yeah, unfortunately, we're not working a lot this year. I hope it gets better.
Yeah, and I'm sure it will. Things are starting to fall back into place, which is nice.
Yes.
But again, you got to really blame the COVID, because that took a lot of us out of the mix, out of the parties, and really confined us to what we were able to do. And we are so thankful that we're able to get back into the world again and be able to see each other. And that's what I mentioned about USPA, IPA, all of the events. Let's see, Summer Music Fest out in Frankenmuth, Michigan. Of course, Holy Toledo Polka Days.
Right.
People are starting to get back into the knack of things, and that's great.
Yes, we attended the mini USPA Fest last November.
Okay.
And it was great to see. There was a good crowd, and obviously not as good as the ones that are in May, but it was good, and it was great to see people out again and not wearing the mask, and it was really nice.
Yeah.
It was great.
Hey, also, Tim, I want to ask you this. Who did you personally idolize while growing up?
Oh, Eddie B.
Okay.
I actually took drum lessons at Bel Air Studio, the original Bel Air Studio on 37th and Ashland.
Oh, really? Oh, tell us about that.
Would you like to know who my very first drum teacher was?
You're not gonna say it. Go ahead.
Lenny Gomolka.
Really? Now
Yes,
I would have never dreamed.
I was 10. I want to say Lenny's about 10 years older than I am. So I was 10 and Lenny was 20 when he was teaching me. And yes, he was my favorite. I mean, he was my first drum teacher. And I will tell you a quick story about that.
Please.
When I was 10, every lesson, Lenny would teach me, and he was teaching me how to read. But then at the last 10 minutes of the lesson, he would pull a chair in the studio and put a phonograph on the chair, and he'd put a 45 in, and he would play Yamaza Polka, and he would teach me how to play Yamaza Polka on the drums.
Okay.
And believe it or not, Lenny is a very good drummer.
Oh,
I mean, I know you have seen him play honky before, but he also could play pretty good push drums.
Yeah.
So Lenny tells me one day, he says, I'm not going to be here next week. I'm like, oh, okay. Who's going to be teaching me? He goes, Eddie. I'm like, oh, wow. Are you kidding? Eddie Blazończyk's going to teach me drums? Awesome. I can't wait. It was the longest week of my life. I couldn't wait to get there and have Eddie teach me. Wow. So I get there and he goes, so what's Lenny working on with you? And I said, well, this year. And, it's all one-eanda, two-eanda. So he's telling me in the book, play the lesson. So I'm playing it, and I guess I'm not playing it right. And he goes, that's not how it goes. It goes this way. And he's kind of yelling at me. longest half hour I've ever experienced in my life.
Wow.
So I left there and I, wasn't happy about it, man. Eddie yelled at me because I didn't play my lesson right. And then, I don't know, maybe a month or two later, Lenny says, hey, Tim, I'm not going to be here again next week. I came out of that studio. I told my ma, we're not coming here next week, Ma.
Uh-oh.
I didn't want to have Eddie again because I didn't want him yelling at me again.
Oh, holy smokes. Yeah, but talk about memories and things to talk about. That's phenomenal. Hey.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't know that. When I tell people, they're like, no. I'm like, yeah, I'm telling you, Lenny was my first drum teacher.
Wow, that's huge. Boy, I can't wait to see Lenny and talk to him about that. That's going to be hilarious. Hey,
and then after Lenny was a gentleman by the name of Joe Dudek. I don't know if you remember Joe Dudek. He played with the Bel Airs back in probably the early 70s.
I remember the name very well. Never met the gentleman.
Okay, so he played with it. He was my second drum teacher after Lenny left. I don't know if he went to the service. I'm not sure what. If he got married, I don't know. But he left, and then Joe Dudek. And I spent, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 years there. I'd say I probably took lessons there till I was 13. That's a guess, 13 or 14.
Wow. That's amazing. Hey, how about songs that you've written? Have you written any tunes?
I have, actually. I wrote a song that Jerry Tarka recorded. I was not with the band when he recorded it, but I wrote it when I was with him, and he recorded it when I wasn't with the band, and he asked me, and I said sure. So, and it's a tune called Time for Me to Go, and it was recorded by Jerry Tarka and the Midwest Sounds. Oh. It's only on a 45.
Okay.
And I also helped write a song with Teddy O Jr. and Danny O. They wrote the music, and they had it for a song called Pretzels and Beer for Santa.
Oh, we've played that, as a matter of fact, around Christmas time.
Right. So I had the melody in my head, and I asked Teddy, I'm like, you don't have any words. We can't play that song. It's such a great melody, and we can't play that song except at Christmas time. So would you mind if I wrote some words to it? And he said, yeah, go ahead, give it a shot. So when we were at the Chi-Town Express, I wrote a song called Grandpa's Story. And it's the same melody, and I wrote the words to that. So Chi-Town Express recorded it, and then later on, Freeze Dry recorded.
Okay, well, oddly enough, and go out either tonight after the interview or tomorrow sometime and buy a lottery ticket, because you're never going to guess. The song that I have up next on our platters is Chi-Town Express Grandpa's Story. So I can't wait to play that. Hey, do you have a favorite song that you like to play or sing, Timmy?
Yeah, I probably have a couple favorite. Of course, we all have songs that we don't like to play. But
no, really?
But I don't know. One of my favorite songs of all time. I don't know why I love this song. Is Fleestock's Krakowiak, and it's one of my favorite songs to play. And we recorded that also with Chi-Town, and I know the News recorded it, and yeah, that's one of my favorites. And as far as singing one, I'm not the best vocalist. I do enjoy singing, but I guess one of my favorite songs to sing is the one that TriCity Drive just recorded, and that's Boy from Krakow Polka.
Yes. Yeah, that's another cool tune. We love that.
Yeah, I love the way both my boys sing, the harmonies with me, and it came out really nice. So yes, that's one of my tunes that I do enjoy singing.
You know what? It's funny. Did you ever imagine in your wildest dreams that polka music would have taken you where it has today, and also your boys as well?
No, really no. I love the fact that my boys love polkas. It's really cool. It's just unfortunate that it's not the way it used to be, but there's nothing we could do about that. Just enjoy it while it's here.
Exactly. Exactly. We have to do that.
No doubt.
Hey, Ted, and you don't have to answer this question if you don't want to. Do you have a day job that you go to Monday through Friday?
Oh, yes, I do. And I'm 4 years away from retiring from it.
Oh, good for you.
Yes, I'm a machinist.
Okay.
And a tool and die maker machinist. I've been at this company for going on 27 years.
Wow. Good for you.
And I've been machining probably about 35 years.
Oh, wow. Good for you. That is fantastic. And you said 4 years away, right?
Yes.
That'll be nice. That'll be real nice.
Yes. Can't wait.
Good for you. The latest recording that you guys did, are you planning on going into the studio, well, your basement? Are you planning on doing another recording at any particular time?
I don't know. We'll see how the job situation goes. If we book a few more jobs, because honestly, this job that we're playing for USPA this coming May was really booked 2 years ago.
Okay.
And we were booked for Seven Springs that year, and we were booked for USPA, and we had several other jobs lined up. We were playing in Toledo that year, and it was all canceled.
Yeah.
And and we talked at that time back in 20 when everything came out. We talked or I should say in 19, we talked about coming up with another one, but as of right now, don't know. I mean, I'd have to say that's up in the air.
Yeah. How did TriCity Drive get their name?
Actually, I believe Steve Fuda came up with it, because we have a gentleman by the name of Craig Marsolek in the band, and he's actually originally from Minnesota. Okay. And he moved to Sycamore, Illinois. And so he came up to me and asked about, playing, because he goes, I don't know if people know, but I'm in Illinois now. And so we have him, and then Steve lives out in South Bend, Indiana.
Right.
And so because at first I think he said something about the TriState Drive, and I'm like, eh. And then he said TriCity Drive, and I'm like, now there you go. Now that's better.
Yeah.
So yeah, I wasn't too keen on this TriState Drive, even though that's kind of what it is. But
sure.
So yes, that give credit to Steve Fuda came up with that name.
Beautiful. What is in the future for you right now personally? And now being a brand new grandpa, I'm sure you're going to be spoiling the Benny as rotten as you can do, you Absolutely. And the missus. But what's in the future for you?
I don't know. I'm looking forward to retirement. I really am. I mean, I feel like I put my time in, and I had knee replacement surgery back in November. So it's like, that's what I'm looking forward to, spending a lot of time with my grandson.
Good for you.
As much as I can. And of course, going to polka festivals. Pulaski Polka Days is an every year event for my wife and I. We love the fest, and it's not far from here, and it's one of our favorites. Have you've been there, Robin?
I sure have. Love Wisconsin.
Yeah, Pulaski Polka Days is one of my favorites, along with USPA. Those, they're all my favorites, but sure. You can't make them all.
Unfortunately, you are correct. Yes.
Right. And so, but we do try to make Pulaski every year. That is one of our favorites.
It was.
And USPA, yeah.
I don't want people to take this the wrong way. It was nice during COVID because you weren't going out, you weren't traveling, so you were able to kind of save a few dollars so that you'd be able to, get out this year when everything was starting to come back to normal. And now with the price of gasoline and everything, it's a little crazy there too.
Again, right.
Yeah. I don't know what it is out by you guys. We are looking at about $4.34, $4.39 a gallon right here in New York, where we live at this point. What are you guys paying out there? Just out of curiosity.
We're at $4.46.
Okay. All right.
446, then it might tease us a little bit and go to 422 or 28 or something, and then it goes back up to 446. But yeah, I think right now it's probably around 430 something, 33, I think. Yeah. But yeah, our average is like 446.
Gotcha. Now, I can't believe that we're approaching 6 p.m. already, Eastern time, 5 p.m. your time. But I have two more questions, and I know you've heard some of the interviews that we've done. I love asking this question of every band member, every band leader, whoever has come on, promoter. Do you have a favorite breakdown story that you can share with us? At least one, maybe a couple?
Yeah, I do have. Well, actually, it's only happened to me once, believe it or not.
Wow.
But yeah, it's okay if I mention names, correct?
Sure. You're okay. You're
so I was working with Tony Blazoinchik, and we were on our way to Michigan, and he pulled over to get gas, and he's like, I'm not paying this price, and we're like, Tony, the light is on, you're on E. So, I'm not paying the price. He says, it says I got 20 miles or 22 miles, whatever it was. And so we get going. 2 miles later, we run out of gas. And Polka Al Jelinek, which was the accordion player at that time in the band, said, Tony, you're pulling a trailer. You cannot go by, it's telling you 20 miles. You should have just filled up there. Yeah. But he didn't want to because of the cost and whatever. So, yeah, we finally got somebody to come and save him. Wow. And we got to the job late. We were playing in Michigan. Yeah, we got to the job late. So Yeah, I think that was the one and only time that I broke down. I really, oh no, there is another one.
Okay, go ahead.
I was playing in Florida with Tony. It's always with Tony. Doesn't he have a name? Doesn't he have an album called Breakdowns? That's probably why. It's
could be. And his partner in crime over there at Polish Newcastle Radio, Brian Kopka, he's on today. He's listening to your interview and watching. But go ahead, fill us in with that one.
Yeah, it was in Florida. We were riding in the van, and it was the original New Phase, I believe it was, and all of a sudden there was a friend of Tony's behind us, and Tony's phone rings, and he says, "Hey, there's sparks coming from the back of your trailer."
Oh wow!
So we had to end up pulling into a truck stop, an all-night truck stop, and they had I don't even remember if we slept there or whatever, but yeah, we were there half the night before they could get to us to fix the trailer.
Holy cow. That's amazing.
Yeah, and I think Tony just bought that trailer.
Hey, yeah. And now I have the final question. And again, if you've caught any of our interviews, you know exactly what it's going to be. What would Tim Okrzesik tell a newcomer, a newbie, that wants to get into the music field, whether it be rock, country, any genre whatsoever, jazz, blues, polkas? What would Tim sit down and tell that individual?
3 words, Robin.
What's that?
Practice, practice, practice.
Okay. Let's see. I'm just writing this down now. Practice, practice, and practice. Okay. All right. I'm going to quote you the next time I see you. You know, that is great. And thank you again so much, Tim, for sharing your time with us. Please apologize to the missus. Give your sons a big hug. And hopefully we will see you guys again. We have our room already scheduled for USPA, also for IPA. We're looking into rooms for the Summer Music Fest, which is going to be happening. Holy Toledo Polka Days. We're just excited to get out as you guys are and see people and press the flesh and have a drink or two. But again, I can't thank you enough, buddy. I love you. You know that from the bottom of my heart. And until we meet again, which is going to be real soon, you guys have snow down there or not?
Oh, are you kidding? Of course. If I'm looking out my kitchen window right now, there's still a little bit on my deck because it snowed here a day or two ago, but nothing. But yeah, we get a lot of snow here.
Yeah, we're getting snow now. We're supposed to have a bunch more until I believe it's 8:00 tomorrow morning.
You're getting accumulation now?
Yes. Oh yeah. Yeah, most definitely. They're calling for 3 inches or more in certain areas down by where we live.
Well, I just want to say thanks for having me. It was a pleasure talking to you. You know I love talking to you, stories and what have you, and drumming and whatever it may be. And I just want to thank you and Jerry for continuing to do this. You guys are doing a great job. And
thank you.
And your audience needs to know that you need to listen as much as you can. Well, which I kind of do too. I listen as when I can.
You know what's nice is since we started our YouTube channel, now that is there forever and a day. And all people have to do is just go to YouTube, type in Polkas After Dark interview or interviews, and they'll be able to see all of them just pop up. And again, we got to thank you. We got to thank all of the musicians, band leaders, everybody that has decided to give us a half an hour of their time. We went a little bit over, and I hope that's okay with you. But again, thank you so very much, Tim. That's Tim Okrzesik from Homer Glen in Illinois. And here's a song that we promised you guys. Here's one by Chi-Town Sound, or as he said, Chi-Town Sound. Here's one, or Chi-Town Express. I keep saying sound, and I don't know why that is. But maybe that's the next band that they're gonna start, and maybe I can play with them or sit in at least. Here's one called Grandpa's Story.
When I was young, my judge told me a story about how heaven's not a place to fear. I asked him what's so great about this heaven. He said, Jetsko, this is something you should hear. My judge said, I believe that when we get to heaven, we'll go dancing through those pearly gates with cheer. 'Cause I believe that heaven's like our dance halls, with polka bands all playing as we drink our shots and beers. Now all that I have left of Judge are memories. You see, he passed away that very year. But when I'm sad, I think about his story, and it always helps to wipe away my tears. My judge said, I believe that when we get to heaven, we'll go dancing through those pearly gates with cheer. 'Cause I believe that heaven's like our dance halls, with polka bands all playing as we drink our shots and beers. I hope that Judge is right about heaven, 'cause I think about his story every day. But there's one thing that I know about heaven's dances, I'll be at them all 'cause Judge will pay my way. My judge said, I believe that when we get to heaven, we'll go dancing through those pearly gates with cheer. 'Cause I believe that heaven's like our dance hall, with polka bands all playing as we drink our shots and beers.
Hey, that's a little bit of Chi-Town Express, one called Grandpa's Story. And if you're just joining us, well, you missed one whale of a great interview with Mr. Tim Okrzesik. He, of course, is with the TriCity Drive. You guys are going to be seeing them at the USPA convention, Memorial Day weekend, and we are so excited about that. Hey, let's also tell some people about some more upcoming events right here on Polkas After Dark.
Join Rob and Jerry for a Powerhouse Weekend as they interview two of the finest polka personalities in the business. Saturday, April 2nd, live from Nashville, Tennessee. They'll be talking with D.D. O'Grudney. Then, on Sunday, April 3rd, they're proud to present the world-famous Jan Levon. For more details to come, keep tuned to Polkas After Dark, now streaming live on YouTube.
The Powerhouse Weekend.
We want to tell you about the USPA 53rd Annual Festival and Convention.
May 26th through the 29th, 4 days of polka music, and that is Memorial Day weekend, of course.
Hey, there's food concessions available daily, special drink prices throughout the weekend. Daily admission is $20 Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, but you can save money with a 3-day pass. That's only $51.
Thursday, May 26th in the Lounge, music from 9 to 1 a.m. by Jimmy K and the All-Stars, and that is a free event.
Friday, May the 27th, doors open at 6 p.m. The Lounge, there's music from 8 p.m. until 12 a.m. by New Generation, and in the ballroom, 7 p.m. to 1 a.m., it's The Beat and the Dinah vs. Sticktonaires.
Dinah vs. Sticktonaires, 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 Dinah vs. Sticktonaires, that's the name of the band.
Hey.
On Saturday, May 28th, it's the 46th Annual Polka Music Awards Banquet. Reservations are required. In the ballroom at 10 a.m., music provided by Polish Freight and Music Company. There will be a lounge party, music from 12 until 3 p.m. with the Polski Chicks.
And in the Lounge, music starts at 8 p.m. until midnight with the TriCity Drive. The Ballroom, music from 2 p.m. to 2 a.m. Wow, that's 12 continuous hours of music. The Maestro's Men, the New Brass Express, the Boys, and the Polish Connection.
On Sunday, May 29th at 10 a.m. is the USPA Annual Meeting Election of Officers. That is a members-only event. At 11 a.m., there's going to be a polka mass with John Gura and Gulale.
Music from 1 p.m. to 1 a.m. There's that 12 hours again. The polka country musicians, Dinah Brass, Polka Family, and John Gura and Gurale.
Rooms are available at the Holiday Inn, Cleveland South, 6001 Rockside Road, Independence, Ohio, 44131. And you can call 216-524-8050 for reservations, and there is a special room rate.
What's the rate?
It is $96 per night.
Call the Holiday Inn once again at
216-524-8050.
Hey, don't forget, you can also purchase a 3-day pass for $51 per pass for all 3 days. Otherwise, you're going to be paying $20 per day, so that's a savings of $9 per pass.
And you do have to get those in advance. They will not be sold at the door. Also, while we're mentioning it, the 46th Annual USPA Polka Music Awards Banquet. Tickets are available for that, and they are only $28 per person. Cash bar, no refunds.
Hey, folks, we are going to see you at the USPA 53rd Annual Festival and Convention, May 26th through the 29th.
Holy Toledo! Announcing the 2022 Holy Toledo Polka Day. Starting Thursday, April 7th, 2022 with the Holy Toledo Jam Band from 8 to 11. Then on Friday afternoon, April 8th, it's another Jam and Polka Party with me, Kenny Olowin, at the Tin Can Bar Toledo from 2 until 5 with free admission. Then it's on to the Mosaic Ballroom, Renaissance Toledo Downtown Hotel for the award-winning Dynabrass.
Every time the party starts, boys head to the bar.
Energy and Lenny Gamolka and Chicago Push. On Saturday, April 9th, John Gura and the Gurale, the polka country musician, Michael Costa and the Beat, and the Dynabrass. Then the fun doesn't stop as Michael Costa and the Beat take to the stage once again on Sunday from 1 till 5. Sponsored by the Toledo Area Polka Society. Holy Toledo Polka Days, April 7th through the 10th. For more information, log on to Holy Toledo Polka Days or email Joe Z at holytoledopolkadays.com. Holy Toledo. Holy Toledo. Holy Toledo.
Nastrov, yeah, hey, follow me to the party, follow me to the fun.
Hi, this is Richie Dombrowski of the Polka Country Musicians, inviting you to join us for the 7th Annual Ocean Beach Park Polka Days taking place at beautiful, sunny Ocean Beach Park in New London, Connecticut, June 22nd to June 25th, 2022. Yours truly, the Polka Country Musicians, will once again be your host band as we bring you some of the nation's finest polka bands. This year, joining us at Ocean Beach will be the Boys, Polka Family Band, John Gurat and Gurate, Matt's All-Stars, the Dynabrass, the New Tones, Eddie Foreman Orchestra, the Beat, the Maestro's Men, Lenny Gamolka and Chicago Push, the Energy Reunion, and of course, yours truly, the Polka Country Musicians. We'll get this party started once again on Wednesday evening at 7 p.m. on the boardwalk with PCM, and music will continue Thursday through Saturday in the Picnic Pavilion during the day and in the ballroom all evening long. For tickets, hotel info, and questions or additional information, please visit our website at www.oceanbeachparkpolkadays.com and follow us on Facebook at Ocean Beach Park Polka Days. It's going to be a great time at Ocean Beach Park Polka Days 2022, and we're excited to be back. You don't want to miss it. We hope to see you all at the beach.
Make plans now to attend the 54th Annual International Polka Association's Convention and Festival, Labor Day weekend, September 2nd through the 4th, at the Pittsburgh Cranberry Hilton Doubletree Hotel in Cranberry Township, Pennsylvania. Enjoy 3 fun-filled days, including a welcome party, the prestigious Hall of Fame and Music Awards banquet, pool parties, election of officers and directors, performances by Hall of Famers, and polka entertainment featuring some of the nation's top polka bands, featuring Lenny Gamolka and Chicago Push, the Dynabrass, the Buffalo Concertina All-Stars, the Jack Taddy Band, the IPA Tribute Band, Michael Costa and the Beat, Plansnick and Friends, John Gura and Gurale, the Polka Country Musicians, New Generation, 7, the Boys, Cosmics, and the New Tone. Get all the details on room reservations and more by visiting the IPA online on Facebook and at IPAPolkas.com. Don't miss the 54th Annual International Polka Association's Convention and Festival, Labor Day weekend, September 2nd through the 4th, at the Pittsburgh Cranberry Hilton Doubletree Hotel in Cranberry Township, Pennsylvania. Get all the details at IPAPolkas.com.
Hey, Mark, while you're at it, why don't you tell them about the kickoff dance?
Labor Day weekend brings another annual IPA convention and festival, and Thursday, September 1st is the kickoff of the big weekend with Western Pennsylvania's hottest polka band, the Mon Valley Push. 7 p.m. at the Cranberry Elks Lodge, Cranberry Township, Pennsylvania. A cash bar will be available for your favorite beverages, so no BYOB. For tickets, table reservations, and details, contact Chris Bogdan at 412-260-9725. That's 412-260-9725, or email Chris at bogdanfamily.com. That's Chris at BOGDON family.com. Don't miss the 54th Annual IPA Convention Kickoff Party with the Mon Valley Push. 7 p.m. on Thursday, September the 1st at the Cranberry Elks Lodge, 20720 Route 19, Cranberry Township, Pennsylvania. For tickets, table reservations, and details, contact Chris Bogdan at 412-260-9725.
Hey, that's going to be a great time. You guys definitely want to hit all of the festivals, the IPA, the USPA, Holy Toledo. Don't forget the beach, and also the Summer Music Fest out there in Frankenmuth, Michigan. If you're just joining us, welcome to another Sunday afternoon broadcast here, Polkas After Dark. That's what you're tuned to right now, and we thank you guys so very, very much for being here. Let's go ahead and bring up a song that we talked about with Timmy Okrzesik. Here's one called The Boy from Krakow. Here's a little bit of TriCity Drive.
Krakowa spodobała mi się wdowa. Już mi się oboje już pobrali. Nasi chłopcy od Krakowa spodobała mi się wdowa. Już mi się oboje już pobrali.
And if you wouldn't mind directing your attention to the big screen, if you're watching it on the big TV, thanks to the YouTube broadcasts, we're going to show you some gigs that are coming up for the different polka bands throughout Western New York as we celebrate Dingus Day not too long from now.
Down in South Louisiana, there's a party once a year when all that Cajun music makes you smile from ear to ear. And up in New York City, at a place they call Times Square, they gather by the thousands just to celebrate the year. These are festive celebrations, well known by one and all. Like the Irish on St. Patrick's Day, they party till they fall. But there's another special day, it comes but once a year. It's in the Nickel City, and Dingus Day is here. It's the Monday after Easter in an all-American town. It's Dingus Day and party time with thousands all around. In a city known as Buffalo, they come from far and wide to celebrate tradition and to wear their Polish pride. there in Buffalo, you'll see party after party, party every place you go. Polish eagles flying high next to our country's flag. Bands are playing, people saying, Hi na zdrowie. If you're Polish, you must surely know just what I'm talking about. That special day when everyone gets out into the crowd. So get on out, enjoy that special camaraderie. Celebrate and spread some Polish hospitality. It's the Monday after Easter in an all-American town. It's Dingus Day and party time with thousands all around. In a city known as Buffalo, they come from far and wide to celebrate tradition and to wear their Polish pride. It's the Monday after Easter in an all-American town. It's Dingus Day and party time with thousands all around. In a city known as Buffalo, they come from far and wide to celebrate tradition and to wear their Polish pride.
Hey, and don't forget to catch all the hot spots that everybody is going to be hanging out for Dingus Day this year, Dingus Day 2022. We're excited that it's happening once again here in Western New York, the Buffalo area. Maybe there's a Dingus Day happening around you guys too. Hey, we're going to say hello to a few more folks here in the chat rooms. Jerry, why don't you acknowledge?
Well, first I want to just mention about the Buffalo Polka Boosters Picnic that's mixed into that.
Sure.
As well as Polka Variety. Their meeting announcements are there. And Buffalo Polka Boosters have their schedule up. It is April 20th with the Buffalo Touch, May 18th with the Buffalo Concertina All-Stars, and June 22nd is New Direction. There isn't a meeting in July because of the picnic, and then August they don't do one so that everybody can finish their summer up without feeling they have to go.
Ah, okay. And what else did you have? You have the picnic.
Picnic.
The picnic.
No, it was just in there, so I just wanted to mention that because it's part of that circle that you got going on there.
Okay, cool.
So I just wanted to take a second because we don't have the booster meetings in them.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, there is a meeting April,
yes,
May, and June.
Yes.
They skipped July because of the picnic.
Where we celebrate our anniversary all the time.
Yeah, we do.
It was our first non-date.
Yeah, lots and lots of fun. Okay, go ahead and mention some of the people in the chat rooms.
We have Alice Fischler with us and Chris Curtis, Joe, Donna Zielinski with Teresa and Sarah, Linda P. We also have Scotch and Donna hanging out with me, as well as a few others in YouTube land. Helena just came in. She said it's great music. Mark Schwoger is reminding everybody that he is the Grand Marshal this year for the second annual Dingus Day Parade in North Tonawanda. And the fun begins at 5 p.m. there. Afterwards, after the parade, there's a beer tent. And he said Nostrovia to everybody. We have Ivan Mayers with us.
Hey, Ivan.
Joanne Renee.
Joanne Renee. Hello, Joanne.
Diane Saremit. Lisa Zitney. Lisa, Egna Skaranek.
Oh, okay.
Close?
Lisa Skavranek, yeah.
Okay.
And also Greg. I see Greg is on there too.
I'm always so apprehensive with names, and I apologize for that.
Pat Butzek, Tommy Hoke, my brother down there in Uniontown. Also, we want to say hello.
My brother.
Your brother,
My
Dan,
brother there.
is here.
Mm-hmm.
And we're also going to say hello to another brother, Steve Gramala, down in Dunkirk. It looks like Danny Roy is here. Hey, look who just popped in.
Who's that?
That is Mr. Rob Mazer.
Oh.
You know where he's from, don't you?
Yeah, he's from that Polish Newcastle Radio.
PNCR, yeah, Polish Newcastle Radio. Don't forget to catch some of our friends on PNCR. Every weekend, they broadcast Thursday through Sunday. You've got Rob, Brian, Stan, Jeanette. Jeanette Tonsky is on here, Polkas 911. She has a broadcast on Saturday evenings, if I'm not mistaken, at 6 p.m. Actually, I don't have to mistake because look, it's right there in front of me. You've got, Linda, John, Sofla Pa, which is South Florida. And let's see, many, many more. But Wicked Good Polkas, Brian Schenkus, he's on Saturdays at noon. He spends a couple of hours with us. Then let's see here, a Saturday again is 6 p.m., and that is Polkas 911 with your host, Jeanette Tonsky. And then you also have Saturdays, 8 p.m. with High on Polkas, Sofla Pa, Southern Florida. And that guy that we caught, his 2-hour broadcast today starts at 11 a.m., and that's Steel City Polkas, and that's Rob Mazer. So once again, you guys got a lot of stuff to choose from. You've got, of course, the 247polkaheaven.com, Polish Newcastle Radio, PolkaJammerNetwork.org, and then you've got a lot of the local broadcasts that you need to pay attention to. Mike Radzinski, he's always on Facebook. You want to get a chance to catch him too. And let's go ahead and take another quick look here. I'm going to jump up. Well, I'm not going to jump, but let's go ahead and play one for my brother Tom. Here is one called Bride and Groom, and here's one by Eddie Blazonczak, Senior and Junior, on the vocal. Hey, also, big shout out to Joe Wondolowski, Polka's celebration guy.
Imię Ojca i Syna i Ducha Świętego, przyjmijcie nas młodzi do serca swojego. Śpiewać, by tu śpiewać, nie wiem to co śpiewać.
Mr. Mike Stepinski's here also. Looks like Sue Mataszewicz.
Związane z tą dziecką zieloną, jużeś ty Marysiu, jaźniową żoneczką. Dwa serca związane, klucz do nieba święty, nikt was nie rozłączy, tylko sam Bóg święty. Obejrzy się Mary na nasz polski kościół, boś tam zostawiła swój wianek wiecznością. Obejrzy się Mary na te polskie zwiony, boś tam zostawiła swój wianek nieprzody. Obejrzy się Mary na te polskie zwierzą, dzień tu nasz tam młodych, swój wianeczek wiedzą. Wiedzą oni wiedzą i nie mogą przywieźć, boś ty głowu musiała na swej głowce przynieść. Nie płacz Maryś, nie płacz, wianeczka nie żałuj, rzuć wianek pod ławę i ja pocałuj, a ty nasz jadówno, powolno, powolno, tak prędko wianeczka zdzierać ci nie wolno. Powolny wybieraj, chwileczki ojczyste, żebyś nie stargała, łosyski złociste. Powolny wybieraj i układaj wszędzie, żeby pod
Hey, for brother Tommy Hoke, also for brother Dan, also for brother Steve. Boy, we got a lot of brothers in the house. Holy smokes. No, don't take it that way.
The best brother.
What's that?
My brother's the best brother.
Your brother's the best brother.
Mm-hmm.
No, my brother's the best brother.
No, my brother's the best brother.
Okay, here we go again.
You and my brother together are
dangerous.
Absolutely a team.
Dangerous. Hey, let's bring up the boys. A little bit of love makes the world go round, and here is a song featuring Stacey Morris. Hello, Mr. Dave Zahowski.
It can spite you or jump right up and bite you, and sometimes go upright in your face. Love makes the world go round. Love makes the world go round. Sometimes up and sometimes down, and love makes the world go round.
Hey, that's a little bit of the boys entertaining you here at Polkas After Dark. We're going to say hello to Anya Pivovarczyk up north, our gal with a fantastic voice up there. Hey, Anya, I know that I owe you a song, and I've got to email it over to you. I'm going to try. I don't know. It might end up making it if you have that. I should be able to. Anyhow, she had sent me a message. She says, hey, you still owe me a song. Usually it's girls say, you owe me a dance. Well, that's not happening anymore. It's now, oh, you owe me a song. Okay, that's fine. I can do that. That's for sure. Hey, let's see. Who else do we have that we want to say hello to?
Mary Lou Cherniak jumped in, and she said that it was a wonderful interview. She's just listening today and not really hanging in the chat room, but wanted us to know that she did enjoy the interview. She loves all the O family.
Oh, well, that's great. Love that.
Jeanette Toski just said she's got about 8 inches of snow there.
Ooh.
And Dave said it was snowing in Pittsburgh.
Ooh,
we've got snow too. I mean, it is Pittsburgh. Just crazy. Ouch. Could you imagine if today was Easter Sunday?
Day?
Well, actually, Easter Sunday.
Yeah.
It would be cold and snowy and disgusting.
And it wouldn't be the first time, because we've had snow in May when I ran a dance down in or up in North Tonawanda over at the AmVets post years and years ago. Brought in Andy Fennis and the Trolltones, and wouldn't you know it, it snowed. Didn't have any snow before that, but of course I decide to run a dance, and guess what happens? Well, okay. Hey, let's bring up the ladies. Here's one by the Divas.
Hey, call us Polka Divas. song, and we said, sure, let's go. And though we never shared a stage, the music calmed our fears. We stepped right up and grabbed those mics, the divas had appeared.
Though our styles of polka music were not quite the same, each of us brought her own touch to every new refrain. Together we could feel the air with wild melodies. We packed our bags and waved goodbye to our dear families.
Hey, hey, they call us polka divas.
We're just simple polka gals who love to sing for you.
Hey, hey, so come and join the fun. Love and sing and dance your cares away. It's this polka music that brings us here tonight. So we hope you'll join us and sing with all your might. Crank the amps, hand out the mics, the gals are coming through. To all our polka friends out there, this one is for you. Hey, they call us polka divas. We're just simple polka gals who'd love to sing for you. Hey, come and join the fun. Laugh and sing and dance your cares away. Hey, they call us polka divas. Hey, so come and join the fun. Laugh and sing and dance your cares away. Yeah, the divas. Yeah, the divas are back in town. Eat your heart out.
Yeah, yes, sirree. That's Jenny O, Anya Pivovarchek, and the chick from Minnesota.
Yeah,
What's
Mary
her
Lou
name?
Czerniak.
Mary Lou Czerniak, that's right. The Polka Divas. What a great recording that was. And we think, I can't remember who actually sent that over to us. Hey, Anya, we're going to try this, but we're going to get this recording over to you as promised. She said that her dance group is dancing to this, which is really cool. She uses this version, which was the Buffalo Touch. Gary Crew on clarinet and instrumental. Here's one called the Krakowiak Polka. Hey, that's the sound of the Buffalo Touch off of the Back in Touch recording, and that is one titled The Krakowiak, and we're going to send that one out to Anya Pivovarczyk. No, really, I am going to send that one out to you, I promise. I just have to get some time, maybe this evening after the broadcast, between the broadcast and dinner, which is going to happen probably, in the not too distant future here. And let's go ahead and bring up, you guys have seen us mention that Didi Ogrodny is going to be joining us next week, Saturday, at a special time, folks. That's 7 p.m. So please make sure that you tune in 7 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 to 9. It's a special time for Polkas After Dark. Usually we're on from 9 p.m. until 11 p.m., but that one's a special time so that we can kidnap Didi and bring her on and get a chance to talk with her. And it's not really an interview. It's just going to be a nice talk session and catch up on a lot of things and maybe some mustard, mayonnaise, whatever. But definitely we're going to catch up on a lot of things as well. And let's go ahead and bring up a song by her first, because it's always ladies first. Here's one that she made famous, one called the Polish Boyfriend Polka.
Join Rob and Jerry for a Powerhouse Weekend as they interview two of the finest polka personalities in the business. Saturday, April 2nd, live from Nashville, Tennessee. They'll be talking with Didi Ogrodny. Then, on Sunday, April 3rd, they're proud to present the world-famous Jan Levon. For more details to come, keep tuned to Polkas After Dark, now streaming live on YouTube.
A Powerhouse Weekend.
Hey, let's bring up Jan Levon. He's going to be here with us on Sunday, next week Sunday. Please join us at 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And Linda, I just forgot to wash my chin, that's all. Hey, for Gene Soika, we're going to say hello to you also, Sue and Tim Labinski. Thanks, guys, for popping in here at Polkas After Dark. Hey, we're going to say hello to Pete Peruki. How you doing, Pete? Hey, also say hello to Daniel Liskevich. Don't forget to join the beat Saturday, August 27th, 2022
at the Holy Spirit Party Center, 5500 West 54th Street in Parma, Ohio, 44129.
Doors open at 5 p.m., music and dancing from 6 until 10.
Only $16 admission and 16 and under are free.
For more information and table reservations, contact Jill Cerniak at
440-319-1877.
Or you can email Jill at jmczdances@gmail.com.
See you there.
Hi, Polka fans. Ronnie Costa here to tell you about an upcoming event you don't want to miss. Puko Yashu presents a New Year's Eve polka extravaganza. 3 bands, 2 nights, all at one fantastic location. the Embassy Suites in Independence, Ohio. Saturday night, New Year's Eve dinner dance, music by Polka country musicians and The Beat. Dinner starts at 5:30 p.m. with dancing from 7 to 1 a.m. Sunday, New Year's Day, features music of Polka Family and The Beat from 2 to 8 p.m. The 2-day package price is $140 per person or $125 for New Year's Eve and $25 for New Year's Day. Embassy Suite room rates for the weekend start at $119 per night. For all the amazing extras, details, and reservations, see the flyer at Michael Pekowski or Jeff Yash's Facebook page or call Mike at 908-209-9843 or Jeff at 518-281-1587. Folks, this is the New Year's Eve event you've been waiting for. Don't miss it. Deadline to reserve is October 15th. Hope to see you there.
Hey folks, and if you want to save yourself a few dollars, why don't you go over to Mike Pekowski or Jeff Yash's Facebook page, because they've got something really nice that they are running, and that is a special promotion, I believe, up until May 1st, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, but you can save yourself a few dollars if you head on over to their page, because they have something very special planned for everybody. Hey, let's bring up polka country musicians. They're going to be at USPA entertaining you guys. Also at IPA. And don't forget, they're also going to be at that New Year's Eve extravaganza.
Jasiu z tobą na wojenkie daleko. Co będziesz robiła, Asiu moja Kasiu, na wojence dalekiej? Będę busty brała ciebie, czyny miała na wojence dalekiej. Będę busty brała ciebie, czyny miała na wojence dalekiej. Cieki na wojence dalekiej, są polu ziemi pola, że pocieki na wojence dalekiej. Shots, 'cause that's just who they are. They stand around like they don't care when the band begins to play. The girls jump up and hit the floor, and it always goes this way. Girls just wanna dance, girls just wanna dance. They sing along to every song every time they get the chance. Girls just wanna dance, yeah, the girls just wanna dance. They sing along to every song, dance around all night long. Girls just wanna dance. getting hot with the girls up by the band. Pretty little smiles and fancy shoes and a cold drink in their hand. One by one they're having fun as they dance the night away. There's nothing in the world they'd rather do as the night turns into day. Girls just wanna dance, girls just wanna dance. They sing along every song every time they get the chance. Girls just wanna dance, yeah, the girls just wanna dance. They sing along every song, dance around all night long, 'cause the girls just wanna dance. Song every time they get the chance. They sing along every song, dance around all night long. The party keeps on going strong. The girls just wanna dance.
Hey, the big guy's going to take us all the way up to the 7th hour. We want to thank each and every one of you for stopping by here on Polkas After Dark. If you've been listening in your car,
thanks for the ride.
Hey, we love you guys. Take it easy. See you Saturday.
Today's teardrops are tomorrow's rainbows. Tomorrow's rainbows I will share with you. So dry your eyes, little girl, dry your eyes, and we're gonna see skies of blue. We had a tough time getting started. There were times you were downhearted. All you gotta do is try again. Baby, you'll be smiling when today's teardrops are tomorrow's rainbows. Tomorrow's rainbows I will share with you. So dry your eyes, little girl, dry your eyes, and we're gonna see skies of blue. Teardrops are tomorrow's rainbows. Tomorrow's rainbows I will share with you. So dry your eyes, little girl, dry your eyes, and we're gonna see skies of blue. It's gonna be just love and gladness. Don't wanna hear nothing but sadness. Come a little closer here by me. With each kiss you're gonna see today's teardrops are tomorrow's rainbows. Tomorrow's rainbows I will share with you. So dry your eyes, little girl, dry your eyes, and we're gonna see skies of blue.
Hey, go ahead. You can pull the switch. Thank you.